Chrissy Swan Show.
Hello, I hope the sun is shining where you are. It was a surprise hot day here in Melbourne.
I know, it's gorgeous. And actually, over the weekend, Swanee, a couple of beautiful sunny afternoons.
Correct.
Did you get out to walk and pound the pavement to listen to your Queen's new album?
I did.
What?
I organised my bedroom while listening to the album. I haven't done the 2-hour walk yet with it.
Okay.
Because, of course, we were off air when it was announced that there was a whole other album.
Right, because we had like 16 tracks and we thought that was enough.
And then we got another 15. And Taylor, are you trying to kill me? I mean, do you know how busy I am? We will be talking about the Tortured Poets Department before the end of the show. But I want to talk about a news story I've just seen.
Yeah.
I haven't fully read into it, and often the headlines are a little bit sensational. But it looks like a woman has been ejected from a live comedy show for breastfeeding. And I am outraged. You should be able to flop them out whenever you can. It's like, does anybody get as insulted or offended if your kids go to the pantry? No, they don't.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same thing. So call me up. Say g'day. Where is the weirdest place you've ever had to flop it out? All right? We're talking buzzies, feeding babies. You got to do what you got to do.
I hope dudes don't call because that could get weird.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've done a little bit of deep diving. A woman has said that she was incredibly humiliated when she was asked to leave a stand-up comedy show in Melbourne as part of the International Melbourne Comedy Festival because she was breastfeeding her baby.
Now, to defend this comedian, Swanee, though, technically the theatre shouldn't have let them in because at this show you were meant to be 15 and over.
But
so
it doesn't count for babies.
Really?
Yes. What's a baby going to be offended by a joke for?
True.
It's a newborn baby. Those age things don't count. You can take babies anywhere. Have and will. And so she had to get up in the middle of it and struggle out of the theatre holding this brand new baby. Oh my God, the humiliation. I have whacked a boob out backstage at shows. I've done it pretty much live on television. I've done it in the car, which is degree of difficulty 1,000.
Would be hard.
Because my boobs are big and there's a steering wheel but you got to do it. People don't realise, and you probably don't realise this because you've never had a baby.
No.
They've got to be fed right then.
Or they just won't stop crying.
Yeah, you can't go, actually, there's a better time for this.
Wait 10.
Exactly. You've got to do it right there. Fiona, when have you had to rip it out?
It's actually someone I was sitting next to at a rugby match at Amy Park, and 3 to 6 months old, just whipped out the boob, off you go, all the supporters around cheering, she didn't care.
No, and nor should she. We've got to normalise this.
Anybody else.
Yes, perfect. Fiona, I'm going to send you off to see Back to Black. It's in cinemas now. It's the Amy Winehouse story. You'll love it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, let's get back to the movies. You can take a baby in there, don't you worry.
You're also in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K, Fiona. How good's that? The final weeks of it, I should add.
Catherine, where have you had to breastfeed? You had to do it right then, right there.
So I had my newborn with me, and I was actually at my son's psychologist appointment, and his psychologist got offended by it, and so did the client.
Really?
So I actually got politely asked to leave, but my son was underage, and I'm like, well, how can I leave if to breastfeed my other son if he's not allowed to be here on his own?
That, I just can't understand it, Kath. I don't get it. What's the problem?
I don't get it either. Everybody has to eat, whether you're a tiny person or we were all babies once. So
yes.
What's the big deal?
I do not understand
Everyone
it.
sees boobs.
Exactly.
Everyone's got boobs.
That's it. Sounds like someone in the back needs a little bit
Hungry.
of titty.
All right. Yes, that's in there.
Megan, when did you have to whip your boob out?
It was the week before my wedding, and I had to go set up my reception just to see how I'd get my table set up. And I had to breastfeed my child, and the owner of the pub actually came upstairs to bring more tables, and he said how disgusting I was to have my baby out and be showing people, even though he asked me to come at a certain time when the restaurant and everything was closed so no one was there. So no one else seen it. It was just him.
Megan, I've hit on what makes me the angriest in the world. This is so bad. And I can't believe it's still happening.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
I remember the last argument I had with someone was an older woman, and it was on a TV show that I was on. And you know how, articles come in, and there was a situation where a woman was at a restaurant breastfeeding.
Right.
She'd been asked to leave, and of course everybody was like, how stupid. And this one older woman said, no, I would, if someone did that at a restaurant, I would get up and leave. And that was the first idea that I got where I want
Oh my God, you would have seen red.
I want to tear this woman apart.
I want to find this clip.
I was like, you can't think that.
No.
Like, there are very few opinions that are wrong.
Yeah, okay.
That is wrong.
Also, 20-something years ago, after Kate Langbrook did it, didn't we all just learn that that's, okay, you can do that?
You can absolutely
I feel like that was the line in the sand, and it was so long ago.
It's so nuts. Joanne, when have you had to whip it out?
National 9 News in front of however many people were watching at the time.
Yes, Queen.
Why? Why, Joe?
It was back in 2004. I lived in Adelaide. There was a world record attempt to have the most number of people breastfeeding at the same time in one place.
Oh, great.
And I managed to snag a seat on the front row. I didn't realise the camera panned in on me, but I recorded the news that night, and there I was, full zoom in on my baby breastfeeding.
Yes. I love how many old people would have got up from their chair and gone, get rid of this rubbish.
Right, and imagine how many complaints that news station would have had.
1,000. I'd answer them all.
First class and 50K for you, Joanne. Hey, very exciting. Next, Poe and a new Masterchef judge, Jean-Christophe, joins us live in the studio.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
At Priceline, you can get a free Shane Warne Legacy heart test on a Sisu health station with results in as little as 4 minutes. Tracking your health is easy at Priceline.
Visit priceline.com.au to find your nearest participating store.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're thrilled to welcome beautiful Ling Yeow and Jean-Christophe Novelli to the show. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Now, you make your debut tonight, Jean-Christophe, on Masterchef.
Oui, ma chérie.
I mean, look, speak right into
A
the
little bit
microphone.
closer to the mic so we hear that fantastic accent.
For two reasons. One, we couldn't hear you then, and two, I want to hear you say it again.
D'accord.
Oh, I love this. You're proper French, as we say in this country.
Proper.
Proper French.
Or French proper.
Me and Jack love French food. Jean-Christophe, one of our favourite restaurants. Well, two of them actually are French, Francois and Entrecôte.
I was there yesterday.
How was you?
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, I tried to get a table. I passed and it was packed.
I'm sorry, I overstayed my welcome as well.
So how did you manage to get
I know a guy.
He's got someone that hooks him up.
Yeah.
What, Jack? You could get a table,
But not
Jean-Christophe.
I'm embarrassed.
Michelin 4-star chef.
I'm sorry, Jean. I just had a very long, relaxing lunch.
They're not relaxed on MasterChef, let me tell you. It is
No.
the most stressful show to watch and to be in. I was on Celebrity MasterChef and there was a bacon challenge and I made a quiche Lorraine. Please forgive me. And I forgot to put the bacon in.
Yeah. You know, I have to bring this up. Whenever contestants are wigging out now, I always remind them that in season 1, we had timed periods in the pantry. So you got 1 minute to be in the
That's
pantry.
right. Oh my God.
And then you could only pick a limited amount of ingredients. So you'd be like 1 minute in the pantry and you can pick 12 ingredients. And I was copying so much flack from my own people going, why are you bastardizing our, cultural dish? And I'm like, lady, I only got 12 ingredients, okay? I'm doing my best.
Absolutely. I forgot the oyster sauce. Kill me.
I know. But as a result, someone would always be back at their bench looking really forlorn and you'd be like, what's wrong? And they'd be like, I was going to cook a stir-fried noodle and I forgot the noodles.
Speaking of the contestants, Jean-Christophe, how did you go understanding all of the contestants? Because I would imagine if you got a Queenslander with a really ochre Australian accent, that would be hard for you to understand, right?
Yeah, it was. At first, I was struggling. I've got to be honest with you. In fact, I was quite intimidated when I walked in through the doors. that you can see tonight. Both Sophia, obviously, yourself, and I, and a very special chef guest. I think they know about Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, they know about Jamie, yeah.
Do they know about Jamie Oliver?
Yes, I do.
Sorry, is Andrea Bocelli coming to the... Is this a special sort of singing
blasted
MasterChef?
all over Australia that Jamie is in the first 2 weeks.
Okay, Jamie Oliver's on tonight. We love
Yeah.
that.
Well, that is good.
Watch MasterChef 7:30 tonight on Channel 10, season 16. How amazing, 16 seasons. We're going to ask you guys to stay in the studio and we're going to play a little wacky Aussie game with you next.
And also, I have given birth and I'm going to bring in what I've given birth to. It was a long labour.
Long labour.
Yes, and I've read a lot of books and I have produced some offspring and you're going to eat it.
All right, I'm very intrigued. Chrissy.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're delighted to have the stars of MasterChef, Po Ling Yeow, and tonight's episode, Jean-Christophe and Novelli, 4 Michelin stars if you don't hardly mind, knows his way around a kitchen. I want to see how much Aussie English you have picked up during your time here on MasterChef. If I was to say to you, hey, here's old mate, what do I mean?
It's one of us.
Yeah, I'll
Pretty
accept
good.
that.
I'll take that.
Yeah, no, that's
It's sort
good.
of what you call people if you can't remember their name. You go, oh, old mate.
Is that you say? Say that again?
Old mate.
Old mate.
Oh, that's good. What about, this is a piece of piss.
Piece of piss.
Yeah.
What is that question? A piece of piss.
If I say something is a piece of piss, what is it?
Well, it's obviously drunk or easy.
Easy. Wow.
Well done.
My God, I'm going to get your citizenship certificate organised. What am I wearing if I'm wearing budgie smugglers?
Birds.
No. It makes your man bits and pieces look like a sleeping budgerigar.
What the hell? Oh, help me. What?
Oh, help me. They're like,
I need to ask my sister.
pantouf, like bathers.
Swimsuit.
A Speedo. Have you heard of a Speedo?
Yeah,
Say that again.
budgie smugglers.
Because when you
Budgie smugglers.
it looks like you smuggled a budgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, I'm sure most men would
What
prefer them to be
language.
called parrot smugglers or macaw smugglers. What is a bogan?
a bogey?
Like out of your nose? No, a bogan is like a rough kind of,
Yeah.
we've all got a bit of bogan in us,
bogan.
actually.
A bogan, like an unsophisticated person.
Bogan.
A bogan, yeah.
And this is the big one.
A lot of the
If you-
contestants would be bogans.
I don't think so.
Oh, Jack. Wash
very-
your mouth out, boy.
I tell you, child, if you can master this, then you are an Aussie.
Parma.
Very close. If I say, yeah, nah, what do I mean by that? Yeah, nah.
Well, you sound like you don't know what the hell do you want.
Yes, yes.
Is it?
It's like you agree with what you hear what they're saying, but you don't agree.
You know who does that? It's Andy.
Yeah.
I noticed he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's right.
There you go. And he does
Very good.
it. Now, as I said before we came back, I've given birth.
Yes.
So I am late to the show, but I have started on the homemade sourdough trail.
And in comes
I
Chrissy
have
Swans.
been up at all hours of the morning and night feeding this baby. I've done it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bubbly. I've refed it. I've woken it up. My God, I've basically done everything apart from put it on my breast.
Yes.
I made this bread yesterday. It's my 4th attempt. The other 4 were just not there.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this in the great French tradition of simple bread with butter and the great foodie tradition for you, Po. Can you please bite into this bread that I made yesterday? I had timers. Oh, it sounds good already. How does it smell?
Po crunches so beautifully.
I know. Look at I mean, it's not
Jean-Christophe's
the
like, what is
Spanish
this?
Inquisition.
He's a real sniffer.
Is he? I'm a sniffer too.
Big
I
time
sniff
sniffer.
everything.
Same.
Okay. Oh my God, it's going. He's got 4 Michelin stars.
Very good, Jean.
What do you think?
Do you want me to give
Oh,
you
good
an honest
pâtissier.
appraisal?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I reckon you can handle it.
Yeah.
I think it's very good, and I think the sour flavour is very prominent. So it's
I tried proofing it in the fridge overnight to get
yeah
that flavour.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Okay.
But I reckon the bubbles aren't quite there.
So what do I do?
Are you using proper high protein flour?
I think so, but I'll have to check.
Yeah, super tasty.
We need to get
and
you back in, Poe, before the season's out to
All right.
try another
It's
loaf.
definitely not a it's really good.
It is really good.
It's on its way.
Season 16 of MasterChef returns 7:30 tonight on Channel 10. Do not miss it. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio, guys.
Thank you so much for having me. It can't be that bad because I'm still eating.
No, I'm going to finish it. Don't worry.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Well, I never thought I'd see the day Victoria Beckham is 50.
What a party that was.
How amazing. You know, there's all these stories around it. First of all, her daughter-in-law didn't go, and there's all these articles in Hello magazine about the fighting that's going on there. She was hanging out with her grandparent, with
Yes.
her grandmother. So I think that's fair. Do you?
Absolutely. And, like, there's been narratives about Peltz and Posh not liking each other for so long.
Agreed.
So they would have just been waiting to publish that headline.
Of course, it would have been like, oh my God, she's not here. Print.
Put it on Daily Mail now.
But it looked like a really great night, and it ended, as all good nights do, with an impromptu dance and karaoke event. But it is a very special one when the Spice Girls reform. They're all up there,
Obviously not singing, just lip syncing to their song.
exactly like back in the day. And they had all the dancers down pat. Like, they must have performed those routines a million times.
Yeah, they'd be able to do it in their sleep.
Even when I was working with Mel B on The Masked Singer, every time a Spice Girls song would start, up she would get and the choreo would just come out.
Can you, if you see Mel B, if you do The Masked Singer again this year, can you ask her about the, like, behind-the-scenes goss of the party? Like, what were they drinking? What were the cocktails on offer? Where did they go after?
Of course
I
I
need to
can.
know.
Of course I can. And I wonder if, you know, it upset her sleep. You know, she's mad for the Aura Ring and she's got a special bed that regulates her temperature.
Really?
Yeah, she's absolutely hyper-fixated on quality of sleep.
Can we please side note an Aura Ring chat? Because I was just introduced to Aura Rings across the weekend and it's all my mates are talking about at the moment and I had no idea what they were.
Oh, really?
No idea.
They are a very current and regular search on Google for me. But I can't commit to the cost.
I was shook at how much they're, like $800.
They're so expensive, and unlike my trusty Fitbit, you've got to pay a monthly
Oh, ew.
fee, and it's
No.
not cheap. It's not like, you know, it's not like $10 or something. It's like $30 a month.
And what, it's going to tell me if I'm going to have a heart attack and drop dead too? I don't know if I want to know that.
I don't want to know that. Now, play the song that I made you cut up. This is going to mean nothing to you. Over my horizon, she's a slice of airborne. In the late 80s, this song was everywhere. I was going to Google and see how many weeks it spent at the top of the ARIA charts. I'm going to say 700 weeks.
How have I not heard this?
Have you never heard Slice
Never.
of Heaven? Tom and I dancing light over my horizon. She's a slice of heaven. Hey, I'm going to throw something out there. 13 24 10. Don't Google it. Give me a call if you know what film that was from.
Okay,
Do you
right.
know, Tom? Anyway, the lead singer of that band, Dave Dobbin and Herbs, he is now, my sister sent me a photograph of him with a medallion around his neck. He is now Sir David Joseph Dobbin.
Show me that photo.
Look at him. Back in the day, he had that classic noodle perm, like
He looks so
curly
pleased
hair.
with himself.
Yeah, and he's actually he's from New Zealand. I mean, we've just adopted him
Right.
for ourselves. We've got Sarah on the line.
We've got a full board. Hang on, we don't have Sarah yet. Should I just go? Let's go rogue. Let's
go rogue.
Let's go to Barb. Hey, Barb, are you there?
Barb,
Yeah, how are you guys?
what movie was Slice of Heaven from?
foot right flat.
Yes!
Yes,
Nobody saw the
awesome
film.
song.
Nobody saw the film, but didn't we love that song?
Oh, did we what? Absolutely. It was the best.
Can you believe that guy, Dave Dobbin, with the funny floppy hair, is now Sir David Joseph Dobbin?
My goodness, what?
There's hope for us all, Barb.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Happy news for Guy Pearce. He's been nominated for a Daytime Emmy for Neighbours. This is a big deal, particularly given the company he's keeping. I'm talking The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives. I can't believe that is still being made. Days of Our Lives has been on air since 1644. And it's Dick Van Dyke that is nominated for that. Proper, chitty chitty bang bang is 700. Another show that is nominated there is The Bold and the Beautiful, and that theme song, oh my God, it sets me off because when I was at school, it would kick off at 4 p.m. and it meant that I was at home and in a good time.
That's a good feeling.
And I think it was played twice a day, and if I heard that at 1 p.m., I knew I was having a sickie. Neighbours, by the way, there is a storyline in there that defies logic. It involves sneaking into the bushes to have a little something, but we will reveal what that is before the end of the show. But first, let's give away a bum bag.
Yes.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I feel like giving away a bum bag.
With some Chris Stapleton tickets in
Yes, please.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Oh, yes, there can only be one winner. And it is out of you, Carly, and you, Chelsea. Hi, Carls.
Hi, Chrissy.
Were you born in the 70s, Carly?
No, I was born in the 80s.
Oh, I thought Carly was a very popular name in the 70s, but maybe your parents were just, late adapters. Hello, Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea.
Hello.
Hi, you excited about the possibility of winning some Chris Stapleton tickets?
Yeah?
Okay, great. Well, let's get cracking. Your names are your buzzers, girls. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and walk away with the bum bag, yes, but tickets to see Daddy.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton, Daddy Chris Stapleton. For the first time down under, Chris is bringing the All-American Roadshow to arenas across Australia. This Feb and March. Tickets on sale now. Info at livenation.com.au.
Question number 1. Taylor Swift has taken a dig at an A-grade celebrity in a new
Carly.
album. Yes, Carly?
Kim Kardashian.
It is Kim Kardashian, and thank you, Amy. Are you a Taylor fan? Question number 2. In the land of finance, what does RBA stand for?
RB what, sorry?
RBA. The RBA has lifted the cash rate.
Interest rate, yeah.
RBA.
Reserve Bank of Australia. Question number 3. Jack Nicholson is celebrating his 87th birthday today. Can you name just one film he's been in?
Chelsea,
Yes, Chelsea?
The Shining.
Correct. Isn't that the most terrifying film you've ever seen in all your days?
I've never seen it.
Oh, God, it's terrifying.
Like worth watching, terrifying?
Yes. Oh, my
Okay.
God. Yeah. It's
Great.
brilliant. And another one that he was in that I really loved was The Witches of Eastwick. Fantastic. Question number 4. Who was crowned Queen of the Jungle on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here last night?
Love this gal.
I love her too. Could she come on the show?
Yes.
It's the gorgeous Sky Wheatley. What is the score check?
It is 1 point to Carly, 1 point to Chelsea.
Question number 5. I'm going to call this for the win. What do you think?
Let's do it.
What is a burpee?
Chelsea.
Yes,
Carly.
Chelsea.
It's a jump and a push up and jump again.
It
with a
is
squat.
Chelsea. You are off to see Chris Stapleton.
No way. Thank you so much.
Well done, lady. What's your favourite Stapleton song?
I love Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Hey, speaking of music, next, Swanee, we need to speak to you about the new Taylor album. Everyone's asking for your thoughts.
My phone blew up on the weekend.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And this time on Friday, we were halfway through our official The Tortured Poets Department listening party.
We sure were. And also,
TTPD for short.
everyone keeps calling it the Tortured Poets Department Society. Like Carl this morning on the Today Show, everyone's getting it wrong. Guys, it's department.
I know, but there is something confusing about the title. I have a hard time saying it. And you know how many times I've said it in my dreams and in reality.
It's your Bible.
Well, of course I love it. And what happened was we came off air at 4 p.m. and that was just in time to realise that there was another 15 tracks, a surprise second album. So in total, I think there's 31 tracks or 31 tracks. And Taylor, with respect, are you trying to kill me? I've got 3 children and a house to run. I do not have the time over the weekend to fall in love with 31 songs, and yet.
Well, most of them sound the same, so don't stress.
Okay, I knew you would. You would be like that, so I've brought in some backup.
I know, I love that you had to bring in backup.
Gemma is my Taylor Swift soulmate. She is also known as the behind-the-scenes brains and brawn of the Rahili, Tim and Joel show.
Hello, Chrissy
Hello.
Swan.
Now you
Where's my hello?
No, you don't get one yet.
You just said it was boring, so no.
And Tom outside said the same thing, and she goes, "I respect your wrong opinion." Which I think is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Has everybody been asking you what your favourites are?
They have, and I think I've got 3.
Okay, what are they?
So my top one of
the
currently
album,
is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Heaven.
It's a happy song, but heartbreaking.
It makes me feel guilty for loving the eras to her as much as I did. Because she was really sad, not in Australia, but before that.
Yeah, before that, like last year, really, really sad. LOML.
Yeah.
Which everyone thought was Love of My Life. They were wrong. Loss of My Life. When she says that lyric, you were the loss of my life.
Is that the one where she says you put a ring on my...
Guys, this is so sad.
You
Gemma, don't be so touched by it.
You took the ring off my middle finger.
I'm going through stuff, Jack. Let me have this.
Okay, those two I'm not... I mean, they're great songs, don't get me wrong, but they're not on my top list. But keep going.
The smallest man who ever lived.
Yeah, amazing. I can really see what you're going through here.
Gem is bitter and hates men. That's where Gem's at.
That's where I'm coming from.
You are freshly single and your song choices reflect that. Yeah. And I love that. My favourites. Robin.
Really?
Yes. Way to go, Tiger. I heard it the first time and it sunk into me like moisturiser into dry skin.
You're going to be a second half. You're going to be the second part album girl. See, I'm the first part album girl.
No, I am the second part.
Wow.
I also like Peter because I love it when she draws metaphors between Peter Pan and Wendy.
Yeah.
Like
just
from
sounds
Cardigan.
like she's talking.
Listen.
Jack, this is not your moment.
You were gonna grow up and you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes.
I mean, I've got goosebumps. And I also like, I love How Did It End? And I love the line, my beloved ghost and me sitting in the tree, D-Y-I-N-G. Listen to that. It's so weird. I just knew how to sing along to this song when I was rearranging my bedroom.
Because they all sound the same, that's why.
We'll get to you in a minute. And my last favourite is The Black Dog, which I love. It's named after a pub in London.
And everyone is now flocking to that pub. Have you seen that?
I did see that.
Yeah.
We should go, Chrissy.
Can we please? Can we give away a trip to The Black Dog? Now, what I love about this song is because she is a witch, our saviour. And so The Black Dog is a pub and she caught Matty Healy there because he left his location on his phone.
Silly man.
And he's gone, I'm somewhere else. And then she's watched him walking in on the phone, shared location.
And have you seen that the pub said that they're going through all their CCTV footage to work out when it was that he went into the pub?
That's not fair. Leave him alone.
And there's another one here.
Heart.
There's a line in it that says something like, you know, the girl you're with is too young to even know what the starting line is. And the starting line is a band that Matty Healy covered one of their songs in last spring. So I love it.
I love it, obviously.
Jack.
I'm going to give my opinion next because that little love fest you two just had took 6 minutes.
We've got another 20.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And this time on Friday we were, halfway through, let's say. Cut the difference there. But halfway through the official listening party for the Tortured Poets Department, and that party continued all weekend as I rearranged my room and procrastinated wildly while getting to know my Queen and Saviour's new album. I do have my favourites: Robin, Cassandra, Peter. That sounds like
sounds like a dinner party.
No, to me, it sounds like a tantric sex group. I'm Robin. This is Cassandra and
I'm
Peter.
Peter.
We're going to show you how the three of us. We turned into Lucinda Light there for a second.
Robin, I just find with tantric sex, it really just elates me.
I mean, who's she paying off at Yahoo Lifestyle for all of these ads?
Right?
Oh my God, all these articles about her being Oprah Winfrey. All right, so Robin, Cassandra and Peter are not a tantric sex club. They are my favourite tracks off the album. Also, How Did It End, Black Dog and The Prophecy. What are your favourites? You can't say Florida.
Okay, I'm going to start on a positive note. There are a few songs I really like. I think Florida is the best song on the album. Mm-hmm. I think Down Bad has a really catchy chorus.
Agreed.
And I think
we
should be playing this. And I also really like which is weird, the song where she shades Kim Kardashian called Thank You, Amy.
Everyone loves that.
So, that's my positive start. I've just got 3 really quick hitting points that I'd like to deliver to you.
Though, by the way, those 3 being your faves doesn't surprise me.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because they're the most kind of upbeat ones? Yeah. So this was the song she did with Post Malone, Fortnite, the lead single. I personally am kind of flat that the AI leak on TikTok wasn't real because I think it's better. Yeah, Tom agrees. It's vibey.
I agree. I love it. I love this song.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in my mind.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Great. Fortnite's still good. I think the AI version's better. The second bit is I think it's time we leave Kim alone. Like, let's move on from that narrative now.
Okay.
This is what she said about Kim in that Thank You, Amy song.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you've changed much. And so I changed your name and any real defining clues. And one day, your kid comes home singing.
Yeah, this is savage.
Yeah.
A song that only us two is gonna know is about you.
Okay, and then my third and final point is...
Look, the thing is, though, you can't judge how hurt people get.
I know, but it's been 11 years.
But that doesn't matter. It could be 100 years. That absolutely devastated her. It sent her into hermit era.
Okay.
Which I am currently in myself, but for different reasons. It sent her into, oh my God, sorry, the Mushroom Ladies.
The Mushroom Ladies on 9 News.
I just got distracted by the Mushroom Lady from Lee and Gapper. Yeah, so, she didn't leave the house for years.
Okay, I'm going to meet you halfway there. That's fine. Keep singing about it, but do it in a Reputation style. So it's upbeat and vibey.
Yeah, don't be savage. Don't be mean.
No, be savage and mean, but have a bit of beat behind it. Like, ready for it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and then I just want to finish with just a reviewer's little bit that I thought summed up the album perfectly.
Okay.
While the thematic arc explores the 5 stages of breakup grief, the songs lack the emotional dynamics of the experience. The tempo and her vocal phrasing are all too similar across the 16 tracks, which I do agree with.
So here is my 1-sentence review. If you didn't go with Taylor on Folklore and Evermore, you can't go with her on the Tortured Poets Department.
Okay.
That is a prerequisite. It's like if you want to study something at university, you've got to do this subject first or they won't let you in. If you liked Folklore and Evermore, you will like this album.
It's like the secret password to getting it.
And that is probably the last conversation I want to have with you about our Queen and Saviour. Did I tell you I made an amazing beef massaman and we're having that for dinner tonight?
Did I tell you how awful another song is?
Beef massaman and rice.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've got some very exciting news.
What?
You know that this show seems to be the home of life-changing overseas trips to see huge artists. We've sent beautiful listeners to go see Kylie in Vegas.
Yes.
We've had tickets to, of course, my Queen and Saviour, Taylor, Pink, Jonas Brothers, Chris Stapleton in Nashville last Friday.
Yeah, that beautiful lady won on Friday. She nearly didn't answer her phone, but lucky she did.
God, close call there.
Wasn't it?
Well, do not go like her because we are sending you to see Justin Timberlake in Los Angeles.
In LA, baby.
1K spending money, double pass to see him, so you can take a friend, or you could just go on your own and have a seat for your handbag. Flights, accom, everything. Now, to get in the running for this, you've got to head to the Nova Player app of Nova FM and register your details right now.
Yeah, Justin's brand new studio album, Everything I Thought It Was, is out now. Buy, stream, and download it.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm sad I'm not watching Neighbours at the moment. Have you heard what's happened overnight in the latest episode?
I did see a shocking headline, Swanee.
There is a poo jogger in Erinsborough, and it's Dr. Carl. Have a listen to this first scene where he is seemingly innocently riding his bike and then has to make an excuse because he's got to scurry off into the bushes.
What's wrong?
Oh, chain's loose.
Again?
Yeah. That's all right. You keep going. Sorry, I'm faster than you. I can catch you up. Okay.
Enjoy.
I mean, I never knew that the chain is loose was code for I've got to drop a borry.
And at the moment on the show...
How good is drop a borry?
So I know Susan's away. I did some reading today. So Susan's not even there to help clean up after him.
Oh, my God. While Susan's away, the poo jogger will play. Anyway, the woman that he was with there that he was lying to... went ahead, rode ahead and was having a chat at Lassiter's.
Oh, we have been riding the bike all day.
I hope you didn't do any skidding.
Oh,
you not heard. There's a serial pooper on the loose.
What, like a dog?
Human. Yeah, everyone's talking about it.
A poo jogger?
Yeah, it just, the endorphins, the natural process, and then...
And they just drop it like it's hot wherever it is?
Sometimes twice daily.
Huh? At least they're regular.
Sounds like an ad for Metamucil. And the alleged poo jogger joins us now. Alan Fletcher, welcome to the show / Dr. Carl.
G'day, guys. Now, this, I'm just going to say straight out, I deny everything. I'm completely and utterly innocent.
I mean, can you give us a scoop, pardon the pun? Does it turn out to be IBS or something sinister?
Well, here's the facts, Chrissy. I think it's best to stick to facts, don't you? Carl did actually find himself called short one day riding his bike. He'd had a rather a salmon dinner, let's just say, that didn't agree with him. So he was called short, and he had to, yes, I'm prepared to go this far, he had to relieve himself in someone's front yard.
Alan Fletcher, you've played Dr. Carl for 7,000 years. I want to know, does Misha Barton know this sort of poo jogging storyline is going on?
I think it's been kept from her. I have to say it's not my finest hour, but at least it's not having an affair. I'll say that in my defence. Yes, it's a terribly embarrassing thing for Carl. Now, from that point on, the plot thickens. I can only say that. Well, that doesn't sound right either.
No, it doesn't.
No, there's nothing that sounds right in any of this. Suffice to say that there is some mystery about what Carl's activities are in the suburb of Erinsborough. It's a plot that I can't reveal the details of, but Melanie has rather low-minded, lowbrow ideas about what it might be. I can only encourage people to watch.
You must watch.
You've got to get back to it.
You must watch to find out. Sorry, but we've got to run. Get it? Runs.
Thank you, Alan Fletcher. Watch Neighbours, 4 p.m. on Channel 10, Monday to Thursday. And Fletch, send our love to your beautiful wife, Jennifer Hansen. I miss seeing her around the Smooth Studios.
With her.
I will definitely do that, Jack. No problem at all.
Thanks, Fletch.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.